That's what's scary. Not scary, but it's be interesting to see what happens with John Jones. Yeah. Because now they suspend for a year, right? And he's been out even longer. And then before that, so they're stripping his title. And then Dana, obviously, you know, he never sticks to what he says. Sometimes he does, but he goes, he'll never be a main event again. Like, we can't book him as the main event because we can't trust him anymore.
Wow.
I know, right? So for John, granted, he's doing that flow grappling event against...
Get the fuck out of here. That flow grappling, he could have been fighting for the UFC heavyweight title.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, at least he's doing something active. Like, at least he's not Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, I guess.
He's lost millions of dollars, but at least he's doing something in combat sports.
Well, he's only suspended for a year retroactively. So,
July. It's up in July.
Yeah, so he has to get...
But still, it's been a while. Because remember, before that, he did that huge laugh before UFC 200.
I know.
So when he comes back, it's going to be interesting to see what we get out of him.
I know, and then he came back and he fought Ovince St. Preux and, you know, looked kind of tentative. And then you saw Jimmy Manuwa run through Ovince St. Preux. All these guys are getting better.
They're getting better.
They're rising up, and, you know, Rumble's fighting DC for the title again. That's going to be a real interesting fight.
Super interesting. Because remember, Rumble did land that huge shot on DC and flattened him.
Yeah, who knows? In this fight, he's got Neil Melanson in his corner now. He's had him for a few years now. He's worked with a lot on his grappling. I guarantee he's concentrated a lot more on his wrestling. There's a lot of videos of him running wrestling drills.
Wrestling nonstop?
Yeah, so he's preparing. He's preparing to get up. He's preparing for takedown defense.
It's a fun fight, man. It's a toss-up for me. Toss-up. And then John Jones has all this laugh. He comes back and let's say Rumble, for whatever reason, wins. He's like, what's up, man? Yeah, let's do it.
Well, why do you think he's going to get a straight shot at the title? I don't even know if he would get a straight shot at the title upon coming back.
You know, that's what everyone wants to see, though, isn't it?
Maybe.
That's what the fans demand.
There might be something going on by then. By the time this time rolls around next year, or July rolls around, so he's free in July, whether that means... See, I don't know how suspensions work, but what had been explained to me is performance-enhancing drug suspensions don't even allow you to train with other fighters who are on the roster.
Really?
Yes. When your suspension is up, then you can train with them. I don't think you're even supposed to be sparring with them.
What?
Once they hand down a suspension...
They don't have that regulation, do they?
I don't know about that, man.
Is that right?
Look that up, Jamie.
I don't think that's true.
We're going to wrap this up soon.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
I hope it's not, because it's crazy. Because you could help your teammates. Even if you're suspended, you could still train and help your teammates.
And also sharpen your sword a little bit.
Yeah, it's like telling a guy who's an accountant, you're suspended for a year, you can't even touch a calculator.
Where at night, he's touching calculators. Yeah, he's going to touch them. Yeah, go ahead and touch that TI-83.
Click. Ooh, you know the model
touch that
number.
TI-83 Texas Instrument. Yeah, I'm a nerd. No, they used to make them, have them in school.
I remember those. Now it's on your phone. Now your phone's like 1,000 times better.
Calculator. That TI-83 was like a fucking elongated Game Boy.
Yeah, like the calculator business, man, they took a hit.
they're no longer around.
Yeah, who's buying calculators?
They're like Blockbuster. There's none of them left, man.
It's over. Did you say anything, Jamie? See anything?
The first article I clicked on was the one from last year. So
I don't think so. But the other thing, to your point, where you don't think who says he'll get a title shot, the light heavyweight division is just dinosaurs besides the top few guys. They're so old. John's like, I'm not fucking fighting Shogun again.
I don't know.
How dare you
fight again? But Jimmy Manuwa was a very dangerous fight for anybody right now. He's a dangerous fight for John too.
Yeah, you are reaching, sir.
No, I'm not.
You are reaching.
The way Manuwa lit up Ovince St. Preux.
Did you see what happened when he fought Gustafsson?
He got cracked. Yeah. Did you see what happened when he fought Rumble? He got cracked.
He got dealt with.
But that's part
when
of
he fought upper echelon, he
game.
got dealt with.
Right. It's part of the game. Well, Ovince St. Preux just went fucking the full distance with John Jones in a tough fight.
With a sleepy John Jones.
And had a broken arm.
Yeah.
Got his arm broken that fight,
John broke that arm by throwing kicks, right?
Yeah, but my point is, he went the distance, and St. Preux took him out pretty quick. I think not St. Preux, rather. Jimmy Manuwa took him out pretty quick. I think Manuwa was super dangerous. Very fluid. Very fluid.
It'd be a dangerous first round for John in his comeback fight.
I think taking him down and beating him up on the ground would be John's best out.
100%. He's going to trip him, throw him to the ground, and submit him.
Also, John's different than anybody else in his length and his ability to use it.
Doesn't get hit, really.
And his wrestling's so fucking good.
He's just so long and strong.
Not scared to go to the ground with anybody.
But you look at light heavyweight division is hurting the most out of anyone, I think. You go down the roster, like, God, dog, we need some new blood in this bitch.
Yeah, you might be right. That might be
the main event in Brazil is Ryan Bader versus Little Nog. Little Nog's like, yeah, I'll fucking do it. Yeah, I'll do it. I've been fighting for 35 years.
Yeah, when is Little Nog?
I move like a goddamn tortoise, but if you want to pay me, I'll still do it.
He hasn't taken the same amount of punishment that his brother has, but he's taken some big knockouts.
Yeah, hope.
Remember when Sokaju knocked him out with a wrist?
Oh my God!
He like clotheslined him. Yeah. And then the Rumble one was just horrendous. Just
dude,
horrific.
I told you I was in the back of the locker room warming up Pat Cummings. That motherfucker warmed up by basically doing like arm stretches, couldn't even hit mitts. He was so stiff. And I was like, who's he fighting? They're like Rumble. I was like, oh, he can't go out there. I looked at his coach. I'm like, no, I can't speak Spanish, but no bueno.
Yeah.
Or Portuguese, sorry. Yeah, there's no I'm like, he can't go out there, man. I wanted to grab his leg like a 3-year-old and not let him walk out to the octagon.
I think Brazil is such a huge hotbed for MMA right now. It's so gigantic that they need Brazilian stars. And, you know, for the main event in particular, they like just don't have a whole lot of options in the light heavyweight division.
So someone fucking wake up Little Nog out of his slumber because he's recuperating.
Little Nog or Big Nog?
Little Nog. Because they're waking him up out of slumber because Big Nog's done.
Right, he's done.
Little Nog, they woke his ass up and he's like, yeah, I'll fight Bader.
I mean, he's probably asking for another fight, but outside of him, what other good light heavyweights from Brazil that are in the UFC that you could like sell a main event are?
Glover, but they already fought.
Right, but Glover just got cracked too, and he should probably take quite a while off after that knockout. That was the kind of knockout that you need to like not do nothing.
Yeah, he needs to lay low.
Yeah, he got flatlined.
I mean, so you got that light heavyweight, you got Shogun, which I don't know what's going on.
I think Shogun's got to be done. If he's not done, he's probably real close to being done.
That's what I'm saying. Look at light heavyweight, bro. Go through.
It's true.
But
in Brazil, though, even more so. Like as far as like Brazilian fighters, as far as fame,
Machida got
suspended for a long fucking time. Doesn't he have a 2-year?
I'm not sure. It's not good. I don't know if they've decided or not, but
I felt like he got suspended for 2 years.
I mean, just look at the Brazilian fighters, especially, you're right, light heavyweight.
And Machida was going 85 anyway.
He can float between 205. I'm just thinking 205 guys he could line up with in Brazil.
Not a lot. Not a whole lot. I mean, Bader already fought Lyoto. You could sell that as a rematch because, remember, Lyoto knocked him out.
In L.A., yeah, bad.
Yeah.
But he's suspended. You're right, though. Especially, there's not a lot of new blood in Brazil.
No.
Look at Jose. Look at the faces. Anderson Silva, his leg fell off. He just lost to Bisping. And then you got, then he lost to DC. So he's basically done.
Well, Thomas Almeida was looking really good before Cody Garbrandt came around.
Ooh, he murked him.
Oh,
who's homeboy that TJ Dillashaw's fighting? Hits like a fucking Mack
John
truck. Lineker.
That's a good fight. Very good fight. Lineker's terrifying.
They told TJ, like, listen, we did think you beat Dominic Cruz. You're not getting a title shot. We're going to do Garbrandt. Here's fucking Lineker, though.
And if Garbrandt wins and TJ wins, it's a big if on both sides, right? Who knows?
It's a big, big if.
Especially on the Dominic Cruz side. Good luck hitting that guy.
I know, but if he does land...
If he lands, he knocks everybody out.
I'm a Garbrandt fan, man. He's my favorite at that weight class.
I love that dude.
He's a old school, young, that weight class, 135. He reminds me of Chuck Liddell.
He's a fucking
just
savage.
Real small and
He's
tatted
a savage.
Out.
No doubt.
Good looking dude too.
You like
Knocking
him?
bitches out.
You like it?
I like it. I like the whole package. I like the knockout power. I like that he murks dudes.